Hello, YouTubers. How you guys doing today? Candace here with Vegan Around the World. Here today with another session of Veggie Wrap. Yes, Veggie Wrap. Pun intended, right? But here I am, vegan, and I want to talk to you about some cool vegan things. So today, the topic is called, It's Time for a New Start. It's time for a new start. Now, it's the beginning of a year. I know we're in February, right? Early in the year. But, we always talk about starting fresh for the new year, right? We set resolutions and we try to identify areas in our lives that we want to improve and build on and strengthen. And so I figured this might be a good place to start with the Veggie Wrap series. It's time for a new start, okay? So pretty much for me, I'm a vegan, right? I don't eat animal products. For many years, I've always teetered between vegan, vegetarian, because, sometimes it was hard for me to find foods that would agree with my stomach, because sometimes certain things would make me bloated. So it was a path of discovery. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was easy, but it's time for a new start, right? So I really sought to prepare myself to figure out the path I want to go on. And here I am. I'm vegan, right? So here I am, all plant-based foods in my diet. So it's time for a new start. So N.E.W.S.T.A.R.T is actually an acronym that many may or may not have heard about, right? And so today I want to share with you ways in which you can start new or have a new start for this new year, a new start on this journey. Maybe you are trying to become a vegan, or you want to eat healthier, you want to find other alternatives of foods you could eat that would make you feel better. Either which way, this whole New Start principle will aid you on your journey to living and leading a healthier life. So what does New Start stand for? It stands for nutrition, exercise, water, sunlight, temperance, air, rest, and time with God. I'll say it again. N is for nutrition, E is for exercise, W is for water, S is for sunlight, T is for temperance, A is for air, R is for rest, and T is time with God. So when it comes to nutrition, this is where my whole idea of being vegan kind of fits in, right? You want to make sure that we are consuming foods that are going to strengthen and nourish our bodies, and stay away from the foods that are going to not help our bodies to perform at its best. If we put aside our emotions and connections to food, because food can be an emotional thing, right? We eat to feel good. I am guilty of emotional eating, and I've struggled with it because when I'm down, I just eat. And I've really been working on that, not to just run to food based upon my emotional state. Anyway, you want to make sure that the food you're eating are healthy, wholesome foods. And I'm not saying that you can't have a piece of fish and it be healthy and wholesome. I'm not saying that. If you have a fish salad, whatever, and that's healthy, right? That's fine. However, for me, my goal is to be plant-based, so I would resort to making sure that I eat good, wholesome, plant-based foods. The next letter in N.E.W.S.T.A.R.T is exercise. I like to move it. We gotta move, right? We gotta exercise. Exercise is vital for our body and its ability to function at its best. We have muscles. The muscles need to move. If we don't move our muscles well, they atrophy or they can shorten, right? They can become weaker, which can ultimately lead to other health conditions. Exercising is also good for your mood, right? If you're down and you're not feeling well, if you get out there and run for 5 miles, okay, that might be a little too much, right? Okay, not 5 miles. If you run 1 mile, or if you walked a mile, or if you took a walk around the block, you're going to have a release of endorphins that's going to help you to feel better. There have been times where I was not feeling great. I had a headache, wasn't feeling good, and I went to work out and I felt better. So exercise is also important. Next, we have water. Water is vital for life. We can live without food for 30 days, right? But without water, 3 days, and we're done. Our bodies are made up of 70% water, and it's vital for our bodies to function well. We need to drink water. They say you have to drink half of your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 150, you want to drink 75 ounces of water a day. It is hard to drink water, at least for me. Water is a little bit boring. So what can you do to make it not boring? All right, you can add some fresh fruit in your water to give it a little sweet taste, but it's natural sweetness, so it won't be so bad. I like to do like seltzer water, but I can't do it too much because of the carbonation. It kind of makes me bloated, but I change it up. You can add some mint into your water to give it a little taste, a little, kick. But whatever you got to do, find a way to drink more water. Next, sunlight. We need to get out there in the sun. We need to obtain vitamin D, right? And our bodies are able to make vitamin D when we go out in the sun. We need sunlight. And so we need to make sure that we take walks, try to spend some time outdoors, even in the winter months where we don't have as much sun. Still get outside, because even though you can't see the sun shining through the cloudy sky, the sun is there. And there are still UV rays that can pass through the clouds, and you can still get a little bit of sunlight, right? Even if it's minuscule, it's better than none. So get out there, get some sunlight. The next letter in our N.E.W.S.T.A.R.T acronym is temperance. We need to be temperate, meaning we need to have balance. Balance is essential for life. Too much of one thing is no good. Even too much of a good thing is bad. We need to have balance in our lives. Balance is everything. It's everything. It needs to be balanced. So if you find yourself watching too much TV, maybe try to cut back on some hours and read a book instead, right? To balance it out. Or if you always find yourself hanging out with only one person all the time, try to balance it out and hang out with a group of people next time. I know COVID got us all by ourselves, So if you can't physically get out to hang out with someone, have a Zoom meeting, right? Get on Zoom and just have the Zoom hangouts and just talk and laugh and connect. Just find a way to create balance in your life, all right? So that was temperance. Next we have air. Air is vital for life. We need fresh air. It's unfortunate we live in a time where the air quality isn't really always the best, especially if we live in cities where there's a lot of smog and higher rates of pollution. But the goal is to try to get fresh air. If you can, take a trip to like a place where there's like open space, whether it's an open field or if you want to go on a hike, just try to be outdoors to breathe in fresh air. And when you're outside breathing, you want to take slow breaths, right? Fill your lungs, feel it expand, and let that air just sit there and, go to your body cells, all the oxygen, and really replenish your body. Air is so important. Next, we have rest. 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 Rest, man. That is such an important one that I think almost everyone is guilty of neglecting. We live in a society that demands so much of us. I know for me, I'm a single mom with 4 kids, right? So rest is very limited in my life. And I'm really working on trying to get more rest because I want to be healthy. I want to make sure that my body has sufficient time to repair those broken or rundown cells, to kind of cleanse my system. A lot of things happen when we sleep. It's a restorative time for our bodies. And so rest is imperative. And, studies have shown that the best sleep happens between the hours of 10 and 12. It's almost as if like the sleep time is doubled. You ever felt like you went to sleep at like 10 o'clock? You woke up at like 1 and it felt like it's been like 8 hours of sleep already? Yeah, it's because that time frame between 10 and 12 is a very pivotal time of your body's refreshment systems, getting into gear, and it's good. It's a good time. And overall, we need to rest. And lastly, time with God, time with God, time with God. We need time to receive divine power in our lives. God is everywhere. He's above all, in all, through all, and we need time to connect with him. And studies have shown that, health, physical health, and a good sound mind, right? Mental health is linked with us having connection to God. So I want to encourage us all to spend time in fellowship with other believers, or spend time, reading the Bible, or spend time, growing our relationship with God. So there you have it. It's time for a new start. We're going to make choices to eat better foods. We're going to make choices to exercise more and drink water. We're going to make time to get outside and receive sunlight and to breathe in fresh air. We're going to be temperate in all that we do. We're going to sleep more, and we're going to spend time building a relationship with God. Thank you for checking in with me today for this episode of Veggie Wrap. Candace here with Vegan Around the World. We are here to live, right? We live to love and serve, right? We want to love on you by serving you through giving you information or showing you how you can lead a healthier lifestyle, especially eating like healthy vegan cuisines. If you have any questions, you can drop something on the link below, and I look forward to hearing from you, right? Subscribe to Vegan Around the World, share this page, like me on Facebook and Instagram, and I look forward to many more sessions with you. Veggie Wrap. Have a great day.